Hey guys, I'm here and I've got a load of wheaties to go through. I'm not going to get through them all tonight. I don't even know how long I'll go for, but I also brought out my albums. You can see there's not too many divots. And this is just from box hunts. I don't even have my scope on. Hey, Captain Vic. Good evening. So, this is what I got so far just out of boxes in the first book. Second book's a whole lot easier to fill. Still have holes though. Probably gonna fill most of these holes. Like, I'm sure I have these, just not in a good enough shape to, for that recent of a year, not in good enough shape to throw in there, in my opinion. I don't know if I'll be putting anything in there tonight or not. Lisa D! Good to see you again. Oh, excuse me. That was, I didn't grab my drink. I'll go grab it in a little bit. Where I may have lost it. So I went to the LCS a couple weeks ago and got 800 Wheaties, and I know it's not all Wheaties because I saw that 70S when I plopped this down. There it is. Ah, found it. So we're already short a Wheatie. That's a memorial pulled out of there, and I think I saw a Canadian cent too. But I think I'm just gonna grab a handful and see what we get. I know I saw some teens in here, or at least a teen. I'd hope. I don't even know where to start. Guess I could kind of come down here with the pennies a little bit, add a little light, make that a little easier to see on screen. Maple Leaf Numismatics, welcome in. I think I got your. I think your package is the only one I have left to send out because I thought I had more international stamps, so I need to get more international stamps in. Oh, look at that. Boom, I pulled the Canadian cent right out. This is what I thought I saw. I do have a book that'll probably make it into 1953. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go grab that now. Whoops. Okay. What was I saying? I'm like pointing and stuff. All right. I've found all these except for that one in bank boxes. So I get a lot of Canadian cents for some reason, but I'm assuming that this is one with shoulder fold. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I've never looked it up. Yes, I appreciate all your comments. All your comments are on. Hey, Joe. Hey, Littlefoot. There we go. Brian Robeson. Good to see you guys. Just hanging out, hunting some pennies. Uh, Picked up a bag from the. I think I'll just start like 40s and 50s and maybe really focus on like teens, 20s, and 30s. So I think right now I'm just pulling 50s. I guess I could pull you guys back down. But you can't really see all of what I'm doing. It's quite the. Maybe I'll just pull a few over at a time. Flip them all over and look at them on the camera if my mouse cooperates. So 41, some 40s, 40. What's this? 50s. And 42. Nice. One of the planes. I wish I could say that, sort of, but I would prefer a helicopter over a plane. All right, oldest one so far. I said, there we go. All right, there's a 1955. Not the moneymaker. I doubt that would be in here. And I just put it in the wrong pile. I put several in the wrong pile. All right, 40's up there, 50's to the right. Man. Another 55. No big deal. I'm getting a lot of those. Yeah, no rolls to hunt. So no stream tomorrow. Made plans with my daughter. There we go. Here's our new oldest one. A 1934 out of Philly. Our first 30s. Yeah, I made plans with my daughter tomorrow. So we'll go make a day of it. Have a good time. Oh, not, that's our second 30s. 37 Philly. And another 30. Not too bad on that one. That's a nicer 39. That is not too shabby for a 39. Third from the 30s. And another 30s. 37. Hey, Brown Sugar. Good to see you. Wow, that's crazy, Jolly Roger. That's awesome. I think I might instead of well, I'm still gonna be going through these wheaties, but instead of what's that? Oh, that's a 70. Um, sorry. Instead of only doing these wheaties, I think I'm gonna crack open one of those rolls of what I think are 82 Phillies, large date, copper, which means a whole roll of varieties to check for. I got multiple rolls, but I'm gonna at least save one for New Year's. I think I might go ahead and open one of those tonight, just because I've got other rolls that were from that same pickup, the original bank wrap rolls, and I'm itching to look at them. I've been itching to get into this bag too, so I think what I'm gonna do is kind of I get 50 of the from the 50s. I'll go ahead and roll them up, and then once I get through all of them, I'll start popping rolls open to sort, check for errors, and the like. So I'm just kind of putting these in little stacks of 10. I know you guys can't see it. So when I hit 50, I can just go ahead and roll it up. All right, so that first handful, that's 38 from the 50s, 4 from the 30s, and let's see how the 40s fared. Of course, we're going to get more of the 50s. So 29 from the 40s. Not too shabby. I'll grab another pile to check out. Let's see, what am I missing over there? Let's see. Oh wow, 26 boxes of rolled copper pennies. It's quite a bit. Why does it show me buffering? Is that just me or check it out? Hey JP27. All right, yeah, it's live. I don't know if that was me or you guys. We got a Steely in here already. I saw someone like looking at the bag. I'll keep those aside. I know there's more. Then there's some in here like this where they've got glue on them. Although I think this is the only one I recognize that glue spot. Here we go. 1914. Pretty worn out for a 121-year-old penny or cent. Yeah, I'm gonna shift most of this to the side and we'll grab a few at a time. That is gonna be another one from the 30s. I like seeing the older ones. 1935. I'm seeing all these 55 Denvers, and I'm itching to get those under the scope and see if I can catch another one of those GDOs. Up here is our second Memorial Cent 69S. So that puts us at 797 wheaties now. 1937 Philly. Getting a few of those. And so I've added a few things to the prize wheel, and I guess once we make it to midnight, we can go ahead and add to the first prize for June's end of month giveaway. 35. Slick there in the middle. What we got here? 46. First from the 20s. Looks like that's just going to be a 1920. Oh, gonna have to count those. Yep. All right, that is a full roll of 50 so far. We'll go ahead and roll those up. Oh no. Go ahead and try to roll those up. There we go. There we go. Whole roll of 50s. Roll number one. Wasn't sure how I was gonna go through these, so I'm liking this so far. Just kind of keeping that sorted and just rolling up what I know there's gonna be more of. And 796, because here is another sent from Canada. 64. I'm pretty sure I have a 64 in better condition. I'm just gonna lay that on the Canadian book for now. Another 30s. What's that for? Yep, that's a stack of 10 there. The 14D key date? Yes. Yes, it is. That was a 14P, though, that I had. There we go. Yeah. Maybe. Boom. Actually, I'm not using the scope right now. I'm not really checking for errors, so let's do it a little bit like that. Ooh. There we go. Got a real nice 1909S, says Ron Pierce. I haven't gotten one of those yet. Do have a 1909 VDB. I'm missing a lot of what's in chat. I got my head just buried in these things. Looking for another. Oh, wow. Here's another Canadian cent. Probably don't have that one. 1959. There we go. I think I need one more to make a full stack on these 50s. There we go. I gotta remember where I'm at as far as the camera goes. I believe that is a 1929, or maybe that 0 is smeared. I'm thinking it's a 1920. I could be way wrong. That's really hard for me to tell without throwing it under the scope. But either way, it belongs in the stack of 20s. But yeah, that 1914 was a Philly. I'm getting several 40s here. I didn't even look at the date on that one. I just put it up there. And I'll dump out this next handful for the way the camera's set up now. I was one off there. So I think that's gonna, yep. Got the first roll of 40s out of that second handful. $14.09p. I know what you meant. 1904. 40s. All right. That's fun. Yeah, one more handful of wheaties. I'm gonna break open that copper roll, or those 82s. So I'm gonna move some things around real quick. It's gonna be a 34. I said I was gonna move things around and I messed it up. 20s, teens. Did I just put my 30s right here? I sure did. Okay, these are all, we've already looked at these. I thought that one looked familiar. All right. Let's try that again. Hopefully we can find something a little older than we've already found. There's a 36. Yeah, JP, please please watch the language. This is a family-friendly channel. I know I don't talk about that a whole lot. And that one's just going to go off to the side to look under the scope so I can see what decade that was. I think it's 50s. 2, 4. Oh yeah, and then that one's one's not going to go on a roll. There we go. '50s. I know it's late at night as well, but summer, kids are out of school, and I know my daughter's friends are subscribed to the channel. Not all of her friends, but she got some of her friends to subscribe. And last weekend, they were texting her, asking her, "Can we, can we, can we type in the chat?" So, well, that was nice. Nice to hear. And I did notice a bump in the subscriber count last weekend. Keep buying these 55s and they keep not making me rich. Hopefully you guys can think what I need to get in the habit of doing is making sure it comes into focus on the screen. Oh, that looks old. 1918? 19? No, 1918. Yay, 1918. I don't think I have a 1918. Oh, 68. Come on now. San Francisco minute, but still. 50s. Yeah, yeah, Joe. I picked up a bunch from the LCS. I was like, you know what? 'Cause I just kind of went on like a bad streak of getting boxes of pennies and just, I mean, not getting any types of fines, and it was circulated boxes. Like there would be copper, but just nothing really as far as fines go. So, and then I'd be like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna get a box, and then they'd be new. And I'm like, ah, all right. So went down to the LCS, and I think there's another 74, or not another 74, a 74. I think it's where they've paid for them as wheaties and dumped them into the wheat bin. Just basically holding one of these albums over top of their wheat bin and popping them all in. I'm sure some of the memorials probably fell out. I don't know. Alright, so I have our second roll of 50s Wheaties. Also, rolling this up helps me tabulate how accurate their counting machine was. Oh no, for sure. For sure. It's just, I'd prefer to get them for a penny each, but takes a lot longer to build them up. There we go. Our first 1930. That is a rotated die. Come on, focus. Or am I rotating it because I'm sitting? You know what? I'm just going to make this easier on myself. And Flippity. Ever so slightly. But yeah, that's a rotated die. Just a little bit of die rotation there on that 1930. Because I keep ending up with it like this. If I... Yeah. Alright. Never found a die rotation before. I mean, that's just so minor, I don't even think it would be enough to count. As far as grading goes, that was 1940 something. Well, can't read it if I throw it back down. I'm just going to go back to having this right in front of me. Might set it up different next time. Wait, what was that before it? Okay. 44. Train myself to look at the screen. Yeah, I would have to move the 90 other things that are off to my right, such as the keyboard, mouse, books, phone, pen, a couple of other things. Oh, another memorial cent. 60D. Looking like the small date. 52D. 46S. I keep looking at the cent, not the camera. So the last out of this batch, or well, no, this one is 1939. I'm pretty stoked, even though it's not even a major die rotation. I'm stoked about that. That's wait, or is it just me? And I'm only doing it with the one. Nope, it's just barely. Just barely. Maybe. Is it just me? Am I turning it wrong? It's not die rotation. This is killing me now. Yeah, just barely. It's not enough to count. It's not as major as it looked to me from the get-go. Anyways. Oh, dang it, disappointment. Nice, little foot. I hope you got some good stuff in there. Oh, I said I was going to finish that. This is a small handful. I said I was going to finish that handful and bust open the bank wrap roll. 30s. One thing I do need to do is get this stack down to 10 on these 30s. I'll take 2 off of there. All right. There we go. And I didn't even mark the roll that we just rolled up. I know it was 50s. Oh, come on, look at the screen. Two 41s in a row. D. One more after this here. And another from the 30s. I would love to get one of those. Would love to get a metal detector. One day, eventually. Alright, I'm going to bust open one of these rolls. I've just been itching to do that. Let's see. Boom. It's not one of these. These are the... There are 83 Ds in here and some 82s. 82 Ps. And I think some of the large dates are zinc. Oh, but... Oh, wrong roll. That's a... What is that? Oh, okay. I've got 3 rolls that I chose to open for New Year's Eve. So I'll save 2 of them. And I'm opening them because I don't have a year on either side. But what I can do is grab my scale, one of them, my lighter weight scale. Get that over there, turn the backlight off. I think that makes it easier to see on camera. We're going to open the heaviest one. We're on ounces. There we go. That's 144.6. 152.3. And 146.2. Whoop, wrong way around. Oh, wait. These are 1982s. I might have to weigh them and make sure they're all copper. Oh, nice little foot. I didn't know that. All right. We're going to break into this. See what year this is. Pretty sure it's 82. Oh, come on. Look at all that toning. Like that. That paper is kind of a yellowy color on the inside. Not quite white, although I have that bright light. There we go. All right, here we go. Oh God, I could never remember anybody's birthday. All right. And here is the first ender. Oh, let's just bring the camera down. That's smart. all the way down. So that was the reverse, and the obverse was on the inside of the roll. Man, that's crazy, Ron. It's too bad they don't make the 8-pack. All right, that's a 3.2 grams. That is copper. Here is another 1982. So we've got some milky spots. Got some BU82 3.1 copper cents. So there is let's see. Man, that's just nice looking. Love nice new copper pennies. Yeah, there's a DDO to look for on these. So I don't see any doubling. Man, those are just some nice looking ones. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a mix in this roll. But I can open that scope up. No, I can't. No, I can't, because I don't even have the program open. Alright. Settings. Alright, let's try this. Boom! Hey, it worked that time. May have to adjust the lighting. Yeah, but you're looking for extra copper, like above the bottom part of the 2 in 1982. So, yeah, these things are nice. I think the collar on this one here is thicker toward the top. So it was probably just the tiniest bit uh, struck off center. Not enough to count. I'm not going to throw all these under the scope right now. I had to bust it open and see all these. It's just nice seeing brand new copper cents. These are actually older than I am. I was minted in '85. A lot of carbon spots. Most of these. It's just nice looking. So I'm really just gonna kind of go through this and check them all out with the naked eye. Thinking I might have a die crack there. I'm just looking on the camera. Let's see. No, it's just like a streak. Not sure what that is there in the middle. Heck of a carbon spot. Four, five. All right. No, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. uh, yeah, in '85 I didn't have a curfew in '85. I didn't have a choice. Man, these are just nice. I'm very happy with them. Paid a penny a piece at the bank, obviously. I gotta move that scale. I kept bumping my finger into it. It's kind of driving me nuts. So I also have rolls of 83Ds. I think I want to open up at least one of them before I maybe get rid of the rest. Man. Anybody need a 1982 P Lincoln cent? I think I might go through flip these up and add one to each giveaway for a while. We are 2/5 of the way through the roll. And I haven't noticed any bare or extra metal in the two. Golly, that's just it's like grabbing a brand new penny. I know this isn't too exciting now that we've gotten like halfway through the roll, but they're pretty. Each one a little differently flawed than the rest. This one looks like it's got like die scratches. Die scratches. Let's see how wrong I am. Oh, no. That is a ton of die polishing. having gone on. I mean, some of that's mint damage, but that that's all tiny little raised lines. Good old Philly and their quality. You want me to weigh them? I've been weighing them, Littlefoot. They're I get it. That's maybe I just moved the camera. There's my lap, and um, there's something. Look at that. Whatever that was on there, that zeroed it out. That one's a little 3.1. Now they're all copper. Ooh, cheating. There we go. I love making them cartwheel. Go Abe. Like I know I haven't been looking at the reverses a lot, but kind of want to just burn through these real fast. Maybe find one without all the marks on it. Oh, is that a small date? There's small dates mixed in here. Now, if it were, and it's zinc, which means I don't remember. I know it means something. I think it's DDR. Yeah, we can check that one for DDR. I haven't been paying that close attention, but yeah, that one. I'm glad you said something. But I mean, like these are all 82, so I didn't think anything about weighing them, which means the other two rolls are mixed and probably have more of the bronze small dates in there, or shoot, zinc small dates in there. There we go. So look for the DDR, and we just see a boatload of die polishing. We got a die crack. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that die crack. All the way into the memorial. We got, or is that just discoloration on the, oh, I think that's just discoloration. Anyways, I can't remember where the doubling is on the reverse for this. But I don't see doubling anywhere. Just that die crack. I mean, this is just going to go right back in with the rest of the scents. So this is the one right after it. Large date. Guess I'll have to weigh every single one of these. What? How am I negative 4.2 grams? I must have touched it right before it zeroed. Why is it not zeroing? Usually I turn it on and it's zeroed. I mean, that's a lighter one, 2.9. And the one right before it was copper. So here we have another large date. Copper. Another large date. Copperoonie. People do collect die cracks. People do. It's not like it's a very niche thing. Oh, come on. Yeah, that one's going to have a lot more die polishing on it. Sorry, if you guys didn't have your sunglasses with you tonight, I apologize. I know I was like, hey, we're going to look at wheaties, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to weigh the rest of these just because I'm going to end up going through them individually again, but I don't recall seeing any small dates besides the one. That was cool. We got a nice BU Zinky in there with die crack. But if I'm not mistaken, I gave away uh, a more circulated version of that die crack. Um, shoot, last month sometime, I think. Oh, here we go. This has got to be another zinc scent. That looks like zinc to me. And it's another small date. 2.3 it said. I don't trust it anymore. Let's get the reverse under the scope. It's one I think I would have to look up. But there's a small die crack there on that one. Tiny, tiny, tiny little crack between the E and 1 and the rim. Itty bitty baby crack, but it's there. And here's another one from the corner of the memorial through the R in America. Almost need to turn the dang brightness down. So this one's got a few cracks on it. That, of course, I haven't really been looking at the copper ones. Oh, what's that line? Nope. That's copper. So I wonder if all my zincs are going to have the die cracks out of this. I wonder if they all came from like the same box. So that'd be fun. Getting down to the last few, and I just realized I'm not back where you guys could see them. That looks like that's going to be zinc. Ooh, it's a not. Get Mr. Scale to weigh in on that. 3.8. 3.7. I'm just pushing down on the scale now. Did I mess my scale up? 3.8. All right. Good night, Ron Pierce. Have a good trip when you take that out in the morning. How far apart does the A and M need to be separated? I'm assuming you're talking about to be a wide AM. I mean, all of these are going to be. All right, let's tear that because this is way too heavy. That's better. All right, that's what we're supposed to weigh. I may have to replace that scale. But let's flip this over. See how close we can get this. Oh, come on. Goodbye, penny. Cent. It's a cent. It says it right on the coin. So, I mean, those are wide AM right there. They're not touching. Also, we're going to go into the scope with it. Scope time. All right, so your A and M are not touching, even though on this one it looks like it's kind of got a point where they're touching in between. That's wide AM right there, which is what they did through 1992. And then another thing you can look at is your FG on the memorial. And if I can get this one to cooperate with me, we'll do that. So you see how the FG is pretty much touching the memorial? That means it's a wide AM. If it's got a gap between the FG and the memorial, then it's a close AM. It's like opposites. Yeah, opposites. There's 98, 99, and 2000. You can find the wide AM varieties. And then also in 1992, you can find a close AM variety. Looks like we got us another copper one. Lots of die polishing lines. Another copper. So maybe just a couple or a few zincs in that roll of the small date variety. So that's cool. Like, it's a transitional roll. Where it got the mix. What was that? Oh. Yeah, I didn't really. Oh, maybe on this one. I was just getting ready to say, I haven't seen any die cracks on the copper ones. There it is. Right there through the E into the memorial. And then it kind of curves across the memorial and starts coming down towards Lincoln. Cool. Those are fun. And there's another one. Looks like it's actually starting to go through the memorial a little bit there. Yeah, some people that collect the die cracks, they like to get like the progression, so you can see like where it first starts, and then it's a little bit bigger, so on and so forth. And then maybe if you get real lucky, you wind up with cud, which is where you got a die break all the way across to the rim, and a chunk of the die has come off, and that die has then struck the coin, basically leaving no image, just raised metal um, in that one spot. And if it's completely touching the rim, that's cud. If it's contained within the center of the coin, it's a die chip. But if it's big enough, that's a die break. And then of course you can get shattered dies. Copper Owl, we're we're using your mat, sir. We just got through looking at all these. I just opened a roll of 82. What I thought was all copper, but there was some small date zincs mixed in with it, just a few. Um, I'm gonna get them rolled back up. Found some die cracks in those. We've just been searching wheaties to start with. Just kind of doing a little pop up to, I don't know, wind down before bed. But yeah, that was very interesting to find some like a transition, like fresh roll of 82s that have both copper and zinc and large date, small date. So I didn't weigh them all. up. Fill that out. All right. I'll save these guys for New Year's. These were the lighter of the two, so they probably got more of the zinc mixed in with the copper. Those are fun. And if I'm feeling froggy, we got some 83Ds. We can check for varieties. Got all these from the bank a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, something like that. But looks like a bunch of fun. Probably won't find anything great, but it'll be fun. I got my first 2025 penny back in change yesterday. 2025 nickels. Um, I've been selling 2025 nickels by the roll for like 12 bucks a roll with free shipping, but that works out to like $3 to $4 a roll depending on where it's going. But yeah, I've been getting plenty of the nickels like that, 2025s. There we go. Our first grab out of what's this, like the fourth or fifth handful? It's a 1918. I said, come on, camera. 1918. That is our third teens. Oh, what am I doing? I train myself to look at the screen again. If it's a 50s, I'm just popping it, or 40s, I'm just popping them into my hand. Been rolling them up. I'll go through and check varieties and stuff like that later. There you go, 1937. That's fairly decent shape. Not bad, not bad. Oh, what is this? That is a 19 something teen. But hey, I got the scope on now. Oh, I can't read this. 19 something. That's something. I can see it better on the camera. And maybe it's because I can turn it and get it to hit the light better. I'm just going to put it with the teens. Oh, here we go. Another one from the 20s. 25. These are fun. Yeah, hold on to those. I don't know. I've got 30 rolls of 24 Philly nickels left that I'm holding on to. Did I really not find that many of the 20s? Yeah, found more teens than 20s as of right now. Kind of getting close on making another roll of 50s. So where are we at? 15 likes, not bad. You know, I still haven't done it. And you might have called me out and I might have missed it. Or maybe not. But I got to get shuffles so I can spin the prize wheel so we can start our end of month giveaway. It is after midnight, so it is June 1st. So this will count for adding a prize to June's end of month giveaway. So first person to throw an amount of shuffles in chat, 1 through 10, that's what we'll do. And I'll just go ahead and do it rather than finishing off looking through this pile first. There we go. Getting real close on making 2 more rolls, a roll of 50s and a roll of 40s. I'm not sure what's going to go first, but I'm just kind of powering through that. And then I'm going to look up and figure out what was first on shuffles as soon. Dang. As I get 50 of something here. The 50s are catching back up on that next roll of 40s. I think the 40s just won. At least that little micro race. Yep. All right. Let's see here. The Jolly Roger. Hey, thanks, William. I hope you have a great night too, buddy. Brown sugar. Hello. Sorry if I missed you earlier, but 4 shuffles is what we're gonna do. So go over here. We're gonna add to that 1, 2, 3, 4, and spin. I don't even have an envelope. Oh, that is so close. It's gonna be an Indian head scent though. Oh, which I'm almost out of. Need to get more. I did not go to the LCS this week. I'm just trying to get them all out of the bag. There's not many. There are 3 to choose from. I'm just going to grab the nicest looking one. I know you guys can't see it. Just got to trust me on that. Alright, so this is going to go into the end of month giveaway. We're going to start off with the Indian head scent, 1906. Oh. And I think, and I like the sound of it. Alright, June gets to be lavender, or purple, whatever. I'll go with lavender. Alright. June. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm getting tired. End of month giveaway. So we have a 1906 Indian head scent on week 1. So we'll get that in there. Set it off to the side for next week. Alright. And it is no longer possible to add an Indian head scent to the end of month giveaway. Not because I only have 2 left, but because I think I want to do no duplicates on the prizes. Oh, that's right. We got a roll of 40s to roll up. We'll knock that out real quick. I said real quick, you silly thing. '50s are not far behind for its 3rd roll. Where's the pen? we go. Remember to look at the screen. Sweet. I didn't drop it on the floor. Just my leg. And I see another Canadian cent peeking out. We're going to pull that out real quick. So we got a 1969. Not too shabby. Let's go throw that on the book. And we already slotted a nice older one. I think that's a 50s. Yep. Alright, let's see. 10 there. 10 there. Too many there. One more. Alright. Looks like I got about 2 more rolls worth in me. I'll do like an EOS giveaway. I just wrote 50s on the wrong roll. Oh no. Alright, cool. Found it. Let's make that 40s. And let's get chat pulled back up. There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of no Littlefoot. Nobody wanted Indian head. I do end of month. Sorry, I had chat covered up. Doing an end of month giveaway now. We did our first end of the month giveaway last month. So we just sent that out, and so we do a prize. No, not a prize. What am I talking about? There we go. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I'm putting pennies in the wrong pile. uh, each week we do a stream. We add a prize to the end of month giveaway. Then at the end of the month, it's just an extra little giveaway. So since it's new, still growing that, and yeah, we're still growing that. That's why I said, going forward, like next week or any of the other weeks for this month, it cannot. If it lands on Indian head scent, we'll just spin for something else. That way, it's 4 different prizes. There we go, another 30s. Starting to pick up more 40s than 50s now. That won't hold forever. I think it's a 1939. Yeah. Look at those lines. Somebody drew lines in there. 6. Yep, here's our bag. Still got plenty to go. Oh no, I don't see anything great. That just jumped out at me. Or anything different is what I meant to say. There we go. 25, 50, 40. That makes for a stack of 10. Does. Boom. Another 40s, another 40s. Couple of 50s. 45 and a gunky one. 1911. I think that's our new oldest. 1911. It's a third year Lincoln cent. Third year wheatie. 114 years old. So our fifth from the teens. We've got 3 from the 20s so far. And the detail ain't bad on this 34. Look at that 34. Look at it! Condition is awful on the back. That's a good book filler right there. A whole filler. There's a 1920. Also not bad for a 20. Not bad at all. I get excited when I find those teens and 20s. I mean, I don't have too many 30s as it is anyways. Do now. I can't wait to search all those 55Ds just because I have that doubled eye variety where there's doubling in the eye. And I'd like to find a nicer one. I actually got that one out of those bubblegum prize machines. There we go. Hey Otis, welcome in. Of course, yes, tomorrow, Copper Owl. Copper Owl will be live tomorrow. Coining Around will be live tomorrow. No, today, the 1st of June. And I say today because I'm on the East Coast. Well, sort of. Kentucky's close enough. I'm in the Eastern time zone. But I'm like 45 minutes away from the Central time zone. 38. All right, I think we got 20 from the 30s so far. Lots of 40s and 50s. Hopefully. More oldies before I finish off these next 2 rolls. So 35D. I think that is the first 35D we've come across. If not, then oh well. No. Get to grab another handful here in a second. Focus. I can see it, but trying to get it to focus on the screen. There we go. That's going under the scope because that doesn't look like scratches. I am going to get that up a little closer. About to find out. Scope time. That's real hard to tell. I'm thinking that might be a crack. Couple. Or lamination. The thing is, I don't know how it would be a lamination with it being so much copper, but yeah, you got it going across his head too. What's the reverse look like? Nothing special. That's really cool. Hey Doug, good to see you. Hey Vinny, Copper Al will be on. Oh, you got a box of scents. That makes sense. Hopefully you find some really cool scents. Yeah, 44. I'm just gonna stick that up there with my miscellaneous finds, just because I think that's really cool. Overhead. All right, it looks like it's time for another handful. I got like 31 from the 50s and 25 from the 40s right now that are waiting to be in a roll. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is in the wheaties too. Counter stamped. It's a bicentennial pity. Oh, it was peeled off with something. It's got that glue on there. That's cool. That might be a I was gonna say an acetone candidate, or you just put more glue and glue it to something. That's another neat miscellaneous find, and yet another not a wheatie. Here's a 1930. I am catching up on chat. Just why I'm being so quiet. I'm gonna randomly throw this 55D under and look for the variety, just for the heck of it. Nope, no double die. No eye doubling. Then you could see like an extra bar on the 1 and 9 as well. If that were it. Just seeing so many of those that thought I'd scope a random one. Maybe get extra lucky. Nope. It's alright. We've seen some neat stuff today. I just realized. No, I'm wrong. Okay. These, can't find any 43 copper ones. It's getting on my nerves. No, I'm just kidding. Those are impossible to find. Be a literal gold mine if I came across that. And I highly doubt I would get that coming from an LCS. I see a lot of red on a wheatie down there. I'm going to pick that one up next. And by a lot, I mean for a wheatie. Just pulled out of a bag like that. It's probably, yep, 58. 58. All right, that's close to 10. We're at 10. Yep. Gotta start remembering to focus on this. I can see the coins on the map better. Um, I mean, I don't know. Some of them, yeah. I've read rumors that the 2023 Extra V was due to that. I don't think I've ever read that about any of the others, but one of those conspiracy things. I mean, it would have to be, because I'm sure the same person who reworks a die doesn't then walk over and slap it back in and say, good to go. I'm sure it is multiple people handling that in that process. So, I mean, it's entirely possible. There we go. That's not a bad 20s. 28D. Our 20s have finally caught our teens. 37. I'm over here like, why isn't it cartwheeling like those 82s were? 45. And a 40. I think that is going to make our last roll of 40s for the night. And I got one more tube pre-rolled, pre-formed, whatever. And we're getting real close on those 50s. So this is probably the last handful. So this is 40s. 40s. There we go. All right. Oh, another memorial cent. 60D, small date. We'll check our non-wheaties later as well. I don't think we've gotten a 49D yet this whole time. I think our oldest so far was at 1911. There's a 1920. Now we officially have more 20s than teens. 42. There it goes. And 44. I guess I'm grabbing another handful because I need one more from the 50s to round out that next roll. I'll make it a lighter handful. Let's see what we get. See what I can see on the camera. Maybe that'll make it better. Not necessarily. Yep, there's that last one from the 50s. Sounds like you are, Littlefoot. Sounds like you are. No, I'm glad y'all been chatting it up and in there. I've been really hyper focused on the sense. I'm pretty much ready for bed. Oh, better write on this one too. 50s. This is going to be quite the process. I'm wondering when I go down to Florida if I ain't going to have a big pile of change waiting on me to hunt and sort through. It's crazy. Like, at the beginning, I was really going through the 50s. Here, been a lot more of the 40s. Lots of 44s. All right. Let's set that there. I'm not even going to try looking at those teens right now. 20. And I probably won't even look at upgrading the book until it's really hard to tell. Until I get through this whole bag. There we go. So we got 1911. I can't tell. It's a 1911 Philly and a 19 something teen. 1918, a better 1918, and a 1914. So 1911 being our oldest. Tonight, not too bad. Oh, Copper Hill. Okay, I see where that came from. Copper Hill does go to the baseball games, though. Copper Owl. that's that's funny, Copper Owl. All right. Um, you know what? We'll do a. We're gonna do 2 giveaways. To heck with it. That way I can make the EOS have more than one prize. We didn't hit 25 likes, so that's okay. This was kind of not announced. If you just type likes in chat, that's gonna enter you for a giveaway. We'll run that. And while we run that, I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna stack these pennies for now. I already figured it out. Already figured it out. All right. Lisa, Vinny, the Jolly Roger, it got you guys in. It's not 222 coining around. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. Couldn't go to bed. Couldn't fall asleep. That's somebody going, you shouldn't miss. No, I'm just kidding. But we went through some wheaties. I opened up a roll of those. Stop it. Opened up a roll of the 82s. And I did say I'd start adding one of those to every giveaway. So the likes giveaway. Boom. Let's get that under the scope. Check it for the DDO. Scope. And I am going to turn that lighting down just a smidge. My cat is saying, hey, you should have been in bed a long time ago. Yeah. That's just light, right? That's not the... Okay. I think that's just light. Really trying to move that around. That white stuff on the tip of my finger from those wheat scents. Eek. I like looking at all the little minor imperfections, all the dye scratches from polishing the dye. Alright, there's the yaw burst. I might as well throw the reverse under there. So we're going to add this in to whatever the prize wheel gives us for likes. Yeah, we found some dye cracks on some of these going around. This roll had a few of the small date zincs mixed into it. Let's see. Yeah, before I flip it, I'm good with the edge though. It is. It is. I don't have the thank you song. Sounds like you've been busy coining around. I'm getting a whole lot of 222s in here. It's likes, by the way, y'all. It's FYI. Yeah. Likes. This word right here. Boom. See how coining around got in? Booyah. Hey, Richard Metcalf. Welcome in. We're kind of closing down for the night. No stream tomorrow or today for some of you. No Sunday morning stream. Got plans with my daughter. Also, no boxes this week. I do have, next time I pop on, maybe I'll have time to go for the rest of what we got in this bag. I'll raise that up a wee bit. That's all we got left. Made a pretty decent dent in there. Found some things we weren't expecting. Canadian cents, memorial cents, counter stamped penny. There we go. There's another still cent. I was like, I know I saw more than one in that bag. There's another one. Oh, yeah. That's fun to peek through here and go, oh, what can I find? And then they're all reverse facing. And then the oldest we found tonight was a 1911 Philly. Out of those. So we'll get there eventually. Alright, I will let that run just a moment longer. I'm going to get the envelopes. So this is kind of like a last second thing to do the giveaways. Or pop online and stream, not get to do the giveaways. Alright, so we got a EOS one. Then we have a likes giveaway. And since we always add to the EOS to start with, and all we did was add at the end of the month, I'm going to use Jolly Roger Shuffle. It's already pre-shuffled. We did 4 shuffles. And we'll, you know what? We're going to shuffle it again 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to add that first prize to the EOS, which is going to be, which means I got to do the dime wheel. All right, I'll do that here in a moment. You know what? 90% dime. And I'll just let you pick Mark or Rosie, or would you like me to spin it whenever somebody wins the EOS? We're going to do the likes giveaway. Yeah, 8 entries. We have 9 people, 11 people. We almost made it to 25 anyways. Nice! Thanks, going around. And if you haven't entered, type likes into chat, because you got about 10 seconds before I pull a winner. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Choose a winner. Brown Sugar. Congratulations. You need to let me know how many shuffles on the prize wheel, and we'll get you your prize in. Yay! All right, 3 spins, she says. Prize picker. I think she means shuffles. 1, 2, 3. Because we only get 1 spin. If I was more awake right now. A war pickle. A war pickle. You get a war pickle. All right, let's go get the war pickle bag. There we go. We got the war pickle. I think. There we go. Here is your war pickle. It is a San Francisco minted war pickle from the year 1944. Not in bad shape, but it's still used.
Hey, how about the pickle? It's used.
That makes me giggle every time. All right. Congratulations, Brown Sugar. Yeah, it was 1 war pickle. And we are going to do 1 more spin on that prize wheel. 1, 2, 3 shuffles. And we're going to add to that EOS a random wheatie plus bonus wheel. Now I really have to. Where are we going? Bonus wheel. 1, 2, 3. And that's going to be a 2024 P nickel. I got plenty of those flipped up already. And then, oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to start the EOS. Next. Next again. I guess it doesn't care, but EOS. Type that in the chat. That'll get you in on the end of stream giveaway. so I can get some rest and go have a good day with my daughter tomorrow. There we are. A 2024P. Not a war pickle. That in there. And then whoever wins this, I'll let you pick. Oh wait, no, I forgot. We still have the barber dime. I'll get the wheel opened up. I'll let you give me the shuffles on the dime picker wheel. There we go. That's what we'll do. All right, pop back into the giveaway. Coin around says 222. 2. Look at all that. All right. EOS 222s. I love that. I love that you could come into my stream and have fun putting the wrong words in, like I do when I come into your stream. It's fun and it makes me laugh. Oh yeah, Tupac. Tupac. Oh man. Oh, I'm having a good time. Having a great time, as a matter of fact. Oh, brown sugar. Weren't you supposed to get a random wheatie? No, no, no. That was for the EOS. But yeah, you also. There we go. I am tired. Stop it. Stop chewing on my microphone. That was the cat. Well, I did the talking, but obviously. You know what? I'm just gonna use these anyway. I don't feel like digging for the penny flips. You're gonna get it in a nickel flip. So brown sugar. I'll get one of these nice and shiny. 82. I don't even know what to do with my stapler. There it is. 1982 copper, large date, cents. Actually, I like the way this holds the cent. It would help if I didn't throw it around. All right, there we go. So brown sugar, this is yours as well. Awesome. So we got you taken care of, your war pickle and your 1982. See you. Large date. There we go. I love using my copper owl coins pen. There we go. And so obviously I'm going to be adding that to the EOS as well because I'm gonna do that till this roll runs out. So congratulations on that. We'll get into the giveaway. All right, we're gonna do about like 30 seconds ish. Got 10 entries. Just gotta type the word EOS into chat. You could also type thank you Tupac or 222 to get into giveaways on Coin It Around tomorrow night or tonight. Sometime after 6:45 p.m. Eastern time. And then you can do like exclamation GAW to get in on some of Copper Owl's giveaways. I think that's what he normally does. Get in on his giveaways. However, he's going to format that tomorrow, hunting some cents. So he's got a box of them. So different format. Not sure how he's going to do that. But I think I smell some scent combat, as I like to call it, because that's the only way I can think to make that in alliteration. So Littlefoot says, I think those flips should be like an envelope where you pull the paper off and it sticks. That way there's not a metal staple involved. That's my $1 million idea, but you guys can have it. Like, yeah, I like that idea, but also it's really, if you're careful about taking it out of the flip, like you could use scissors and just cut the staples away, and then they're gone. Open it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess to each his own. Yeah, thinking that through, it would be a whole lot easier to flip it up, just press and seal, and it's done. But then also over time, if you're storing that flip for a long period of time, it's going to perform differently in different climates based on the humidity. So whatever you're using to seal it up, it's going to lose tackiness over time and degrade and slowly come apart, which will allow more moisture, which will speed that process up. And then you also have to worry about the chemical used for the adhesive and how it interacts with copper, silver, like all the different metals. But that's my 2 cents on that. All right, it's been longer than 30 seconds. Sorry, I closed my eyes while talking about that. I'm gonna choose a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good luck. One. Jolly Roger. Yay! Finally get to win one, sir. You got to pick what was going in the end of the month. Well, you didn't get to pick. You got to pick shuffles for it. How many shuffles, Jolly Roger? I said the Jolly Roger AR. You won. That's what. Congratulations. And he says, thank you. Sweet five, please. All right. And that is on your dime shuffler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think that was a sweet five. I still have the colors from theme from Easter. Just realized. Oh well. I'll leave it. It's different. Looks like you're gonna get a Rosie. All right. Let's get that out real quick. I need to buy more dimes. I've got more in a bag. Here we go. Here's a Rosie. Unless you would like a different Rosie. It's not BU or anything. Oh no, somebody tried to put the torch out. So what, I got a 64, 57, 51. You let me know. I don't have much to go through there. Short stream, not many of us here. 64? Or did you say 57? Or 51? I think those are all Philly minted and a 62 Denver. You let me know. 64 is good. All right. Yeah, I haven't even refilled my tube because I went to the wheel. And of course, Jolly Roger, let's get you your come on out. Hello. Trying to do that without touching it. There we go. It's crazy. This roll had a mix of copper and zinc in it, mostly zinc, and those have been dumped out. Here's your copper large cent. Those have been dumped out, and then I filled it back up with all but what, 2 or 3 zincs, and took up a lot more space. Now that I've taken 2 out, I'm almost back down to that fill line. Awesome! Congrats, Jolly Roger. You get one of the shiny guys. Pretty. So you got that 2024 P nickel. I know you got like 4 rolls, you said, right? Oh, those were the Denvers. And a Rosie dime. Just a reminder, I do all the shipments at the end of the month, unless there's something purchased. Then I'll do it as soon as I physically can. Let's see, we got one more thing to do, and we're gonna open up the name wheel. All right. So we're gonna start all over again on. Wait, that's not the right name wheel. There's an end of month giveaway name wheel. There we go. All right. So first person on the wheel. Your name's not capitalized. What are we doing? And we're gonna add. There we go. That is our first 2 people on the wheel for June's end of month giveaway. So you can only be put on the wheel one time. Um, you can be put on the wheel by winning a giveaway. You can be put on the wheel by making a purchase. So I do always have add-on things you can add on. Words, what are they? Down at the video description on the stream, on every stream. It's not much, but could get you on the wheel as well. But you can only be on the wheel once. That's it. You can buy every box this month. Still, you're on the wheel one time. So I just wanted to be clear about those rules. He's got. Oh, you got a couple. Okay. Awesome. I appreciate everybody coming over to hang out tonight. It looks like most of you is the ones that usually misses me when I come in the morning. So that's awesome to get to hang out with y'all some, especially since I've been missing out on some of these streams lately. It's been real busy, but I hope everybody has a wonderful evening and a great night. Not great night, great time tomorrow over at Copper Owl Coins and coining around and whatever else it is that you got planned in your day. Hope it goes well. But just remember, wait, no, not just remember. I need to go to bed. I'm forgetting words. I've been up for 18 hours. I don't usually do that anymore. All right, we'll see you sometime tomorrow, everybody. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Y'all have a wonderful night. And I need to get music for this. We'll leave it be for now. I'm glad that Lynn loves the little duckies. I've got more different little guys coming. So purchases will get like a little animal. And if I've got something coming to you that's not gonna go in stamp mail, um, that'll also get like a little animal of some sort. I'll show you guys when they show up, which will probably be here in a couple weeks, or we might not see till July because I'll be out of town. Thanks again, everybody. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see probably every one of y'all at some point tomorrow. Good night, everybody.